Holy shit, the trailer 2 for GTA 6 is out. This is a nice surprise after they slapped everybody with the 1 year delay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But so as long as they have plenty of time to polish, maybe put in some new stuff as well.
Yeah.
So
Here's the price.
Here we go. And yeah, I think it's actually, they think it's smart. They think it's smart because they're going to wait for those markets to stabilize, see what everybody's charging for their game. Then they're going to hit us with the price of that game after everything is kind of calmed down. So let's see what we have in store for us. I'm excited. We haven't seen it yet. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I don't know if this is going to have a lot of copyright claim on it or not.
What you doing up there?
What you doing?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously,
That's,
dude, you got
main
some
character
time
Jason?
On your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me
The stapler
my
guy.
checks.
Or
See,
no,
Brian.
is it?
Love you, Jason.
Sounds from a Jesus, he's jacked! Oh my God, you're gonna have ladies man go on dates.
Okay.
Whoa, shit,
yeah.
that looks so fucking good. You can
Punch
do
the line.
weightlifting. Look at them girls. Look at the beer. Look at the fucking liquid in the beer. Holy shit, these graphics are insane.
This is not running on Xbox Series S.
This looks better than the last trailer.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
Okay, we're going
I
to
seen you here
visit
before.
someone in jail.
The girlfriend?
Have I seen you before? cakes. It'll make $1 billion, but I think the suits know that they can increase the price and get away with it. It'll probably end up being 80 because by then Switch 2 will have a bunch of $80 games and not just Mario Kart. Xbox will have released a bunch of $80 games. We will have seen what Sony has done by then. So I anticipate the lowest 80, but I could maybe be pleasantly surprised. But it looks good.
And wishful thinking, I hope it's $70 because they are going to have their own little system and everything. So
Right,
people
so
can
you can
buy
look at
in
it.
already. So like we said before,
Yeah.
$70, everyone's going to get it.
Yeah, so you could look at it as, you know, a free-to-play game, and then you get in your casino.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they're gonna charge. They're gonna charge
There'll be
Joe.
skins
That's
and
too-
bikinis
That's
and all
too much wishful
Yeah.
thinking. Every single GTA has been charged for. So, wow.
That's
Okay,
gonna be
well
my house right
let's
there.
go through
Bam.
this. This is your house, Joe.
Nope,
You're
the one
gonna
on the right.
Murder all these people. Oh,
yeah, there we
much better.
go.
You're
Yeah.
thinking bigger. Got the
Yep.
pool and everything. Well, they got a pool too. But yeah, I just want to go everywhere. I want to do everything. I could just spend
Yeah.
a week
It
on
looks-
this area alone. This is ridiculous, man.
Boats.
It just shows you throughout the years like how these games have improved from San Andreas, kind of like blocky polygons, to then GTA 4, to then GTA 5, and this seems to be the next evolution. The graphics it's not only is it the graphics, I think it's the more detail. Like every fucking pixel, every element in the game has such attention to detail.
The iguanas.
Look at the rust on the fucking old
I was gonna say the
car.
reflection.
Look at the iguanas. Nice pick out, Alex. The fucking, shutters having all. It's so rich. It's so detailed. It reminds me of when George Lucas was like, or the producer on the Star Wars prequels was like, there's just so much in every frame. But in a video game, it is there. So it looks like our main character, Jason, who's up here, is going to be like that working man, kind of good guy at heart.
His girlfriend comes out of
girlfriend.
jail. She's got community service.
There
She's
you
like,
go.
I can't do this. It's like, I got some jobs.
Joe's got it.
And to go some crazy heists.
They fall into the underworld. There's some characters we've seen in this trailer that maybe offer them jobs. But Joe, how is she caught and he's not? Well, man, maybe she was already in trouble and
She took the blame.
she took the
It's
blame.
ride or die.
So I literally thought this was Ford because this is the Raptor right here. They just ripped that up, but they don't want to pay Ford. So it's Vapid. That's hilarious. Insult at truck owners, stealth insult. But this guy sounds so familiar. He seems like that character actor. Do you recognize his voice? It sounds like the dude that the stapler guy.
Oh, I didn't hear it when he was talking.
Yeah, let me try to increase the volume here, and I'll look up while I was doing that.
Yeah, that is the staple guy.
Okay, so we've never seen him this jacked either. So what I'm thinking here is that this is a mechanic. We saw later in the trailer, the weightlifting. If you remember, weightlifting
It
was
used to be, yeah.
way back in San Andreas. You can do the weightlifting. So maybe in this game you can get fucking
500
jacked.
pounds.
Or you let yourself go, you get
Go
fat.
get some donuts.
Hilarious. I'm going to put more work into my Jason than I should be putting into myself. I should be lazy
Just
on
go
the
get
couch.
me my check.
Go give me my
Hey,
check.
Brian. Love
All
you,
right.
Jason.
So I guess
It just looks like an episode of Love, Death, and Robots. The animation's so fucking good.
Bro, you're so right. This could literally it's like
Yeah.
it's like a fucking highly produced Hollywood cutscene at the highest levels from Studio Blur. But what we're looking at is potentially gameplay. Now I think we are seeing a bunch of cutscenes, but it's in-game cutscenes. It's just amazing. I wonder if you could customize his tattoos, or if his tattoos have to be set particular tattoos. I would love customization.
You
I
customize, you pay for tattoos.
Yeah, $5.
I think we're gonna get customization on the character. We've always gotten customization. You got some Ray-Bans here. He's got, you could always dress him up in the clothes that you want. But I think they're gonna use the hair growth from Red Dead Redemption, because look at Jason. Several times throughout the trailer, you've seen his hair completely different. So there's probably barber shops. I don't know if it's the real-time beard growth from the Western games. That might be too much for people who don't play Westerns, but I would appreciate it.
Is it like real time? Because it's taking me 50 years. I still haven't gotten a beard.
Yeah.
Joe, are you gonna date this one here when
Oh,
you go?
fuck yeah! Look at that.
Look at her car.
She's waiting for me to drive by.
She got,
Yeah,
she got a little
but-
dog.
But you have better prospects, Joe. This is the one that's pining for you. You need to make,
Exactly.
You got to
she's
raise your
willing to-
standards.
She's willing to do whatever I want.
Nice. I wonder if they will have dating, because what game was that one? That was Grand Theft Auto 4, I think, even had going on some dates, going to the theater or something like that, if I remember right.
Gang
Go
ladies
bowling?
of the night. Yeah.
Go bowling.
Bowling? You wanna go bowling? Okay, he's smacking around some people. He's got
He owes
a
him
bat.
some money.
So he is already
He's an
in
enforcer.
the business.
Yeah.
He's in the collection business. And that's how we
Purple
can...
kryptonite.
Is that purple kryptonite?
No,
Oh, shit, Joe.
not as good as pink kryptonite.
And this is a cutscene. But can we come back to the store and still see this? Because if this is here, I want to take it. I'm going to put it in my house. Can you have buy houses in this game? It's just the amount
They
of
just take one
detail
over.
on
Just take it
everything.
over
It's
and then-
fucking crazy.
The hookah, the guy's passed out
Yeah.
or knocked out.
It's like individual
Yeah, he knocked
physics
him
for
the
the
fuck
fucking
out.
quarters and shit. This has to just. This is all cutscene stuff, right? It doesn't actually do that in the fucking gameplay. It's
Looks
driving me
fucking
crazy.
good.
It's too much. It's too good.
It's not real. It's
My
not fucking
ways
real.
Unbuckled. Hashtag unbuckled. These guys are living life on the edge, man.
That was us in the 80s.
The fucking
Just go in the
honky
back.
tonk.
Yeah.
I know, right? I want to steal that car right there already. And there's some workers that are doing trash. I guarantee you there's a trash mini game. Because she's doing local work, 100% trash mini game. Community service. Okay. Does this mean...
Can I fly that?
Can I hijack? I was thinking hijack. You were thinking flying?
Yeah.
That would actually be really cool.
Add it to my
if
house.
you could fly.
Yeah, combine it with
This
Microsoft
is-
Flight Sim.
Yeah.
It's not Elder Scrolls Skyrim where we're collecting all the jewels. I want the
Don't
purple
tell me how to
kryptonite,
play.
and I want the fucking plane.
The helicopter
parked in my
pad
fucking-
and everything.
So this is why I think that there is a weightlifting mini game.
Like the older one, yeah.
I honestly, when they hype all this shit up, I know we're doing it to ourselves, but they're gonna disappoint a lot of people. I think if there
It's not
isn't at least some of the stuff that we've gotten in the previous Grand Theft Autos.
You bench more than him.
Gotten weightlifting.
Super.
Do you, Joe?
Yeah, what are those, 20s? Those
Well,
are
here's
20s?
That's
10.
That's 245. Well, it's 10.
This is 10. This is 20. Blues
Those
are
are kilograms. Those are
that's
10
that's
kilos. Okay.
Okay.
So
Wait, what fucking
fit-
savage are they? They aren't in Florida? I thought they were in Florida.
It's right there on the other side.
275? So that's 275. You can do 275?
No.
What? Man, I could do the fucking bar, and I could do maybe one of these
I do
on the bar.
225.
But I haven't worked out in
Sure.
like fucking 10 years. Like I said, I'm going to be working out on my Jason more than I'm working. I work 10 hours into Jason's body and 0 hours into Joe's body. We need to set our priorities straight. But, man, I can't, I don't know. I got to maybe stop getting so fucking hyped on
it's
this cutscene. Because the cutscene physics and animations can be completely different than the game. As a little warning, they also do motion capture, with the ball suits for more detailed performances, more natural movement. Now, a game with this kind of budget can take that kind of motion capture and put it into the normal gameplay animations. So it's not impossible. It's just, there are certain things that are going to be highly polished for that cinematic experience.
It's game of next year.
Game of unfortunately, it is game of next year. But all the lighting engine stuff that really impresses, this is legit, and that could be totally in gameplay. We've seen lighting engines amazing, and The Last of Us Part 2 on PlayStation 5. Apparently, all this is running on a PlayStation 5 base. But again, if it's cutscenes, but it's still impressive.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
So here, I from that one interaction in that one line, I already have a theory. So it's going to be Bonnie and Clyde. What do you think of Jason being a cop?
They're gonna
Secretly
do,
being a cop.
a way out kind of thing.
He's either already an undercover cop or he gets yanked in to cooperate with the police and eventually maybe potentially betray. Maybe they do a heist together and you have an option. It seems like a narrative-rich thing where, either as Lucia or as Jason, you could betray each other. You could use the cops. I hope there's I would like to see multiple endings. Would be cool. To let players resolve this because there's potential of this story being very sad. The Bonnie and Clyde story doesn't end very well.
I ain't being no rat. I ain't playing as a rat.
And the Joe not gonna play as a
No
rat,
co-op.
yeah.
I ain't no co-op.
So co-op, that's another thing. If there are two players, can we play simultaneously? That would be a unique innovation. However, for some reason, I'm leaning towards
That's
no.
online
Yeah,
only.
same.
You gotta get buy your shark cards.
Yeah, I'm thinking more towards it's just back and forth like the previous games. Now, I did see a shot where it was mainly from the cops. Do you think maybe there's a hidden third protagonist where you can play as the cops? Or do you think that's all just in cutscenes to kind of give us the meat of the story, like the cops are right on your... Your attachment to the characters when they're laughing and they're having a good time.
Gotta
They're
make
on
them
the top
tough
of the world.
decisions.
And then
Tough decisions.
the end of the second act, they're at the lowest of low. So Brian's boats and works in marina. So looks like maybe they're hauling in drugs in suitcases, maybe. And maybe you can work for them. You can fly these planes
Or Apple phones.
or rob them. Mm-hmm. But is this Lucia, you think?
Because I see
If it's not her,
one of them, she Because she comes home and she's
Yeah.
wearing the
She's
vest.
wearing the vest, yeah.
Yeah, so if it's not her, she's definitely a part of this crew. I'm wondering, do you think it is a tradition of Grand Theft Auto to have some of these mini games, right? Do you think they're gonna make you do community service as a mini game?
Probably.
What about
Why
catching
not?
snakes in the Everglades and
Holy
like
shit,
crazy
that would
stuff
be
like
awesome.
Looking
Like,
for
be
swamp
like
ape.
Yeah.
bounty hunter and
that?
be
Shooting
like,
nutria and all sorts.
say?
Is he a Fed?
Oh, is he a fad? Gotcha. And then these some dangerous ass characters. So you got your drug
see,
dealers,
Wyatt.
your underworld, your buff mofos. Man, there's so much variety. And even if this is purely a cutscene, when you transition into the main game, they're gonna have the same setup. It would look ridiculous otherwise. Back and forth.
Yeah, maybe not switch back and forth, but he probably could just be, in all the movies, there's always the cop working against your main characters, and it's just
Maybe it's just that's the cinematic camera where it just shows you what the cops are doing from time to time,
Yeah.
but you don't play it. You
It's too
just
close to
watch
builds
it.
tension knowing that he's getting close.
I actually would prefer if they just stuck to the two characters.
Yeah.
We've had the three characters. It was great. It worked. Trevor and everybody else.
Trevor's the
but
best.
He is the best. But I wanted to narrow down so we can get. I think that leaves more opportunity for a tighter and more impactful story. Not that the. performances are amazing. All the character, I can't
manatees.
speak of manatees
Yeah.
instead of the dolphins. The dolphins suck, and so do you. Damn, is this Lucia?
Rendering completed.
In this version of Lucia, the weightlifting minigame, that guy has been working on Lucia.
She's been doing rows.
Unless this is a complete... No, Lucia looks like she's that character.
Nope.
Yeah, look.
That's a dude.
That is a...
Oh, no.
Not
Yeah.
a dude, Joe. I think that might be Lucia, and then you're working... In Grand Theft Auto was watching the TV. They have cartoons. They have weird ass shit like that weird baby and the pregnancy thing in the past. This is gonna be interesting to see what kind of parodies they're coming up with. This is just ammunition where you go get your guns.
Ammunition.
Ammunition.
Ammunition. Well, you got to show off the two very distinct sides of Florida because you got the glitz and the glamour of South Beach, but you also got your swamp ape hunting, gator wranglers.
I think
That's where I'm going.
It's
Yeah,
so perfect.
That's where I want to spend all my time. Yeah.
It's so perfect. Yeah, you can go mudding, you can go on the swamp, and then you go to the rich area where these massive mansions and fucking almost a Hollywood-like thing. This is going to be really cool. And apparently they also released a new website. We'll go through it in a minute, and that'll give us a little bit more clue onto these characters. But just going bit by bit, definitely community service. I think that will factor in. Your pet snake is definitely going to get some screen time. If this house gets raided, hopefully Snakey lives.
Hey.
He's playing video games or listening to some action, and she's just working hard. And like Joe said, I think they'll probably be on hard times, and then that's why they need to make more money.
Hard times living in a nice house with all sorts. It's like, oh, we live
Right
in
in the
so rough,
Keys.
and it's just like,
right on
hard
the fucking
times.
Glades, or what is it called? Right out there on the water. Well, maybe he's got a rich grandma, Alex. No doubt that May 26th is going to be huge. Okay, now that we've seen all of that, let me go real quickly.
Be
and show
$100.
you the
You get
website.
to play it May 23rd. Right.
You think they'll do early access?
Yeah, come
for
on.
sure.
Everyone's doing
So
it.
Vice City,
the cool
USA,
kids.
Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, just like Joe said. But when an easy score goes wrong, just like Joe said, they find themselves on the darkest side in the sunniest place in America in the middle of criminal conspiracy, stretching across the state of Florida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out
Aliens.
alive. So they got to rely on each
illegal
other.
aliens?
Is it going to be possible to betray each other at all? Maybe not. I'm going to move this since this is going to be so much a part of it. Again, look, see, his hair is different, and hopefully you can do multiple styles at the bar. Everything is so detailed. Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the Army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for a local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. Yep, we called it. Very easy. If anything happens, I'm right behind you. Another day in paradise. Meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing that ever happened. Women. Jason.
Latinas are crazy.
Jason, it's true, man. But it's that fire that keeps you alive, Joe. Keeps you on your toes. Keeps things
Yeah, you gotta sleep with
interesting.
one eye open.
Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out right now, but it's hard to tell. There's a confirmation of AR-15s, as if we weren't getting them. Ooh, fishing mini game confirmed.
Sweet.
Of course, you could just take the fishing straight out of the previous games, but I bet you they're going over the top with it. We're gonna get a real. I mean, you don't even need to buy Cabela's Fishing Simulator 2025. Or in this case, 2026. Lucia Caminos. Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in the penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia's learned her lesson. Only smart moves from here on out. Okay, well, she's jacked. She can, hopefully the workout. It does feel like there's a workout angle here. In the penitentiary, I'm curious if you can end up back in jail and do several jail mini games, building shanks, getting toilet wine.
Yeah, I've got a great recipe for toilet wine. I would love for them to implement it.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
More than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mom has dreamed of since her days in Liberty City. But instead of half-baked fantasy, Lucia is prepared to take matters in her own hands. And she's good looking. The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got. A life with Jason could be her way out. This is really a pensive look. And then she's got her glamour shots. Fresh out of prison, ready to change the odds in her favor, Lucia's committed to her plan no matter what it takes. All right. And then we get that classic Grand Theft Auto art.
Money bags.
Really cool. Only in Florida, when the sun fades and the neon glows, everyone has something to gain and more to lose. Aha! Told you. This has got to be the friend. Cal Hampton, what if everything was on the internet was true? So he's a conspiracy guy. Jason's friend and fellow associate of Brian, Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on the Coast Guard comms with a few beers and keeping private browser tabs open. So, I wonder if there's going to be like Coast Guard mini missions. Could be. There he is hanging out with Jason, being a goofball. Want to go bowling? Want to go mini golfing? We're going to get a mini golf game with Gators.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Gator putt-putt. There it is right there. It's got to be. Oh, waterfall. Dude, man. That's a game in itself of its own. And I think Rockstar did a game like that too one time. Wasn't it golf or it was table tennis? Anyway, here he is again. Looks like out on the water. There are way too many birds flying around in perfect formation. Okay. Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist.
But he's going to be right about absolutely
Birds aren't
everything,
real.
right?
The psychopaths are in charge. Get
Cameras.
used to it. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia, loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. So visit Leonida, tour the must-see destinations. Oh, okay. We're getting all the locations in the game. Vice City, fucking awesome. This is, fucking South Florida, fucking Miami Vice. You're going to have all the high life, the yachts, the rich people,
La Vespa.
the fucking Lamborghinis.
Cuban sandwiches.
Explore Vice. Everything Excess says. We're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle, greed of America captured in a single city. Each neighborhood has something to offer, from a pastel Art Deco hotels and bright white sands of Ocean Beach to the bustling panderias and of Little Cuba. Ooh, I love the food. And the bootleg brands of Tishawaka Flea Market. We're going to visit flea markets. I got flea markets, Joe. Let's go.
Special Man and Bat Guy.
Oh, my God. Buy action
Soldier
figures
Boy console.
of the Soldier Boy console. Booby Ike. It's all about the heart, the jack of all hearts. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets to a legitimate empire, spanning real estate, strip clubs, recording studios. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. All right, this guy could be dangerous. He can turn on you in a dime. Almost looks a little Kanye, but a little fatter, a little more dangerous. He's wearing them.
Kanye is dangerous.
Yeah.
He is dangerous. You're right.
Get him off X.
Yeah, and yeah, the club money pay for the studio, and the drug money pay for it all. Don't cross him. I'm gonna cross him in the game. Top quality cuts. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with young aspiring music mogul Draquan for Only Raw Records. Oh, he's supposed to be a what is it? What's the guy? Sugar or something? The
Shook Dank.
Diddy.
The
okay,
guy
fine.
who was in jail, yeah.
And mostly invested. Now they just need a hit. Leonida Keys is another area. Okay, so the Keys is going to be Tropical Archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on. Pull up a deck chair. Look out. You're right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful but dangerous waters in all America. That might be where Jason lives up over here. We'll see. Oh, there's Draquan Priest. Only Raw Records. So we got a rapper. Was always more of a hustler than a gangster, even when he was dealing with streets to make ends meet.
Dylon.
There he goes. Okay, he gonna be in the club. He gonna have some bitches with him at all times. He's gonna wear nice suits. I don't know what kind of mini games. Oh, he's a big fan of the manatees.
Karaoke.
They're not very good.
Damn. She look good. Can I get her number? Dancers like my A&Rs. What is that? If the record's a hit, DJ is going to be spinning it. Okay. Well, the music better be good, unless it's corny. You're with the label now. Now that he signed with Real Dimes, Draquan's days of booking apps and booby strip clubs might be numbered as he sets his sights on Vice City scene. Booby's going to be mad. He's going to send you after this guy, and you got to convince him, beat him up to stay with Booby.
This is where we got to go.
Yep.
Like, we go Survivor Man out in the middle of the Everglades.
You never know what lies beneath the surface of this primordial expanse. This is where we go hunting for gators. You get the wildlife. You get the cats.
Bigfoot.
You get the Bigfoot.
Swamp ape.
And swamp apes. What?
Yeah,
the gators may be the most famous attraction, but there are far deadlier predators and weirder discoveries amongst the mangroves. That is so fucking cool. Real Dimes. What? Viral hooks, viral videos, Baylux, and Roxy, a.k.a. Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. These girls going to be annoying, aren't they? They're going to be loud. They're going
as long
to
as
be
you
annoying.
could just change the channel and then move on.
There you
It's
go.
not a problem.
Okay, no, I think you'll end up, having to deal with them, either working for them, taking them out. Oh, that's that girl I want her number. All my dimes in this club meet my twin, make it a dub.
Make it
Did
a
I
win.
do that right? All
Yep.
my dimes in this club meet my twin, make it a dub. That's terrible. This is terrible. But we're going to get all the twerking from these two. One hit away from fame. An early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Man, they don't know about that life. They don't know about wipe that asshole. Okay? The real OG is us, Joe. And what was your hit, Joe? You remember your hit?
Mouth.
Yeah, but what was your hit?
Gluten. Fuck gluten.
Fuck gluten.
Oat milk is the goat milk.
Oat milk is the goat milk. Port Gellhorn. This is a forgotten coast, cheap motel, shut down attractions, empty strip malls, Won't bring tourists back, but there's a new economy and then this once popular vacation spot fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, truck stops. There's going to be drug activity. It's going to be crazy. There's meth houses and shit.
Okay.
And that looks like a fun location. We got Raul Bautista. Experience counts. This looks like Heat. This looks like your Del Toro. Confidence, charm, cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent, ready to take the big risks. So you're going to be either working for him, working alongside him. Yeah, look at that. That's straight out of Heat. Oh, I think that's Lucia. Might be Jason over there, too. So that's cool. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we'd be wise to remember that. He's like the Antonio Banderas. A professional adapts. Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will have to double down or pull their chips from the table. Ambrosia. Keep Florida sweet. In the heart of... Oh, shit. I didn't know you can go this way.
Yeah,
So
lots of
there's gonna
meth.
be bikers, meth,
Different movie.
titties.
America.
No, it's Murica.
Miracle. Well,
Down
then
there,
I
it's
need to
America.
see. I need to see those. If there's wildlife over here, that's a cool website, man. Yeah, this is where you said you want to spend all your time, Joe.
Yep.
Look at them pancake titties. Look at a gator, man.
Gator.
This is wild. This is crazy. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my God. That's definitely a mission. You're going to have to transport around some gators. You're running from cops. Dude, these missions are going to be off the fucking up. It's going to be amazing. Let me go right back to the keys. I'm trying to click it. And, okay, the rusty anchor. And then
That's what I'm talking about right there. Look
there you
at
go, Joe.
Mhm. That's
There
a
you
rascal.
go. Oh, my
gonna
Lord.
take
The
that
tour
everywhere.
buses. It's just so much realism and attention to detail. I'm going to climb that shit, too. Why is everything is so dense?
Toidle.
Oh my God. We can go underwater snorkeling and have the beautiful... This game isn't real. This is not happening. This is insane. Look at all the shit that's happening. Man, I'm going to grab one of these jet skis and I'm going to slam into every single boat, slam into every single person, and just have a good old time. That's what it's all about. These pictures are so fucking good. I'm going back for all of them. Okay, this is the one that started it all, Vice City. There's the jet again. That's a little shorter, the smaller jet. There's like a G6. So I think you'd probably be able to pilot that one for sure. But can you do the bigger one? I don't. We found it.
Booty cheeks?
We found it for you, Joe.
Oh, I was looking at the left.
There you go. That's what you were hoping for?
Yep.
Well, you got it. Wow. Wow. Lots of different body types. That's what we were saying in our first trailer reaction. The body types are fucking insane.
Well, yeah, you playing on video games, you start to realize that for the last 20 years, all NPCs, men, women, and sometimes kids are the same height. You're like, wait a
Same
minute.
build.
Why is everyone exactly... Okay.
And if
But
this game
we've
truly has
come a long
all
way.
of these different body types, it's a fucking game changer for immersion. You're just gonna want to be in this game forever.
Yeah.
And pretty much there are whole RPG servers of this stuff that is gonna pop up. I might join that. I might start doing that because this is gonna be game changing. This is cool. Okay. Yeah, they gonna get down later. And then you have, I wonder if we get to join in on this. Or is this just something that you
A swinger?
see? No, I mean, like,
I like your
meet
vibe.
meet these people.
Meat? M-E-A-T?
Okay.
That's what you want to do, man.
Yeah, no,
Belly to belly.
No, thanks. They're just, okay. Anyways, moving on. Leaving there and going to Ambrosia. Okay, we already did that one. All right, what else? We got Brian Header.
This guy we
is
meet in the
character
beginning.
actor. Classic drug runner from the Golden Age, smuggling the keys, still moving product through the broke yard with his third wife, Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. So you're going to be working for him initially. Uh-oh, that's some serious product right there. And that's, I guess, his third wife, Lori.
Yeah.
Let's see. I hauled so much grass in that plane, I could make the state of Florida levitate. Yeah. Looks like Leonida Beach Bum moves like a great white shark. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of his properties. That's what it is. It's not a rich grandma. So as long as he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Lori Sangria once in a while.
Is that code?
I think so.
No. Mount Calaga National Park? I can go fucking hiking? I don't ever need to touch grass. I don't never need to go outside, Alex.
Raccoons.
They have everything here. What is this one doing on the
Terrible
fucking
spot.
track? Get him out of there. Save him. Somebody save him. We can go fucking hunting with hillbillies. Oh, man, this is the fucking best. What is this? They're hauling and moving pipes and shit. Oh, yeah. Hunt wildlife. This is fucking crazy.
Not the kind of cougars you were looking for, but they'll do.
Yeah, I wonder how well they
Not cougars
programmed all the
anymore.
wildlife. Will they act independently from you and just go through their daily cycles and hunt? Can you just watch, that Kruger hunt deer, and when the Kruger
He's
makes
there for like 5 hours. Just
yeah,
watching
when he
it.
makes his kill, then you go and you move in and you kill him, and now you have two. He did the work for you. That's all you got to do, Joe. Fucking, what is this? No way. Can we do some kayaking and river rapids and shit? The water looks so good. Yeah. Oh, this area's flooded. Okay. They've really, it's almost like 6 games in one,
It's going to
with all
cost
these fucking areas.
so much money.
$200.
That's it. We managed
$200.
Is this a fucking Angry Joe record? 46 minutes from a 2-minute trailer?
Probably.
It might be. I don't know. I talked about Superman for quite a bit. So this and Superman, that can really get me hyped. Guys, what do you think? Speculating was fun to go through all that together. But, yeah, let us know what you think. I think the characters are going to be
great.
amazing. The animations, best in the industry. The graphics are looking better all the time. And with a year now to continue to polish, it's going to be even better when it comes out. I guess the big thing is how fun are the missions. But from all these little screenshots,
Looks good.
I think it's a very, very deliberate, the screenshots they're choosing. So when you see missions with like hauling gators and this and that and clubs and this and that, that's all going to be in the game with certain missions featured off. So looks really good, guys. That's it for us. Now the long, long wait, more than a year wait, 1 year and 20 days, May 26th.
It'll come by fast.
We got Skull and Bones updates to keep us busy till
That's
then.
true.
See you guys on the next Angry Joe show. Bye, guys.